Okay, the truth is you can store Bitcoin anywhere, wherever you are in the world, and that's the beauty of it. It's a decentralized cryptocurrency. So the reason I made this the title, Where to Store Bitcoin in Canada, is because most people will be searching for this who are new to cryptocurrency. They're used to storing their money in a bank or their stocks in a specific brokerage account. Where you store your money, where your brokerage accounts are, depend on your residency. And you're kind of limited on where you're going to store this money, where you can legally have an account, open an account, etc. Bitcoin solves that problem. Decentralization solves that problem. So you can store it anywhere, but I'm going to walk you through the basics of how to store Bitcoin if you're new, if you're Canadian, and at the end, I will teach you how to get 6% interest on your Bitcoin savings with a Canadian company. So if you're not new to Bitcoin, just want to skip ahead to that specific custodian that will give you that interest. I'll give you the timestamps below. Okay, so the first question I always ask someone is, if you were given $10,000 cash today, where would you store it? Now, there's no right answer here. There's a lot of pros and cons to where you're going to store it. It just depends on your risk tolerance versus your trust in somebody else. So some people might take that $10,000 and store it under their mattress. Some people might give it to a custodian or a bank to allow them to hold it because they trust them more than themselves. Now, that's the same question you should ask of Bitcoin. So if given that $10,000, where would you store it? If you said under your mattress, you should store your Bitcoin under your mattress. If you said in a bank, you should store your Bitcoin in a bank. So when you store Bitcoin or you hold it, it is called a Bitcoin wallet. And there are two types of wallets. There's a hot wallet and a cold wallet. Now, a hot wallet is an app that is connected to the internet in some kind of way. The second type of wallet is a cold wallet. And this is a paper wallet, a hardware wallet that is offline, that's not touching the internet. So those are your two types of wallets. Then there is who is in charge of that wallet. So there is self-custody, which I hold that wallet. Nobody else knows where it is. Nobody else knows the keys. Nobody else knows anything. I'm completely in control. This would be, I'm the guy who's buried 10 grand and I'm the only one who knows where it was. The second is custodial. So I don't trust myself. I don't want to get robbed. I don't want to hold on to it. I'm going to trust a company that will hold it for me. Now, do I trust that company enough? That's something for you to decide. And this is called a custodian. So we're going to walk through the types of self-custody and the types of custodial and the benefits of each. So let's walk through cold wallets first, because this is the fun one where you're the crazy guy who has 100 grand in your mattress. Nobody knows where this is. So we're going to start off with the most basic, and that is called a paper wallet. Yes, you print it out on a piece of paper, and that is where you store your Bitcoin. The second type of cold wallet is that hardware wallet. So this is an actual device which is meant to store Bitcoin on. All the hardware to send and receive Bitcoin is in this device. You pull it out of a computer, you pull it out of your phone, and keep it offline somewhere. No hackers are going to get in. So the advantages of these cold wallets are for nobody to get in. They're offline. The only people who can really steal it are the people in your actual physical space or who know where it's hidden. So that's your main risk, as long as with destroying that specific paper wallet or the hard wallet yourself. So those are your biggest risks, but security-wise, this is the safest from hackers. So the second is a hot wallet. So these are apps on a computer or your phone that will keep your Bitcoin for you. They're usually protected by a password and a seed phrase. So if you lose this password and seed phrase, it's gone. You can't get it back. So you're still going to need to, on paper, somehow keep that around. So here's my recommendations for wallets in each specific category. So we'll start with that cold wallet. Now, paper wallet, I recommend this website, walletgenerator.net. Gives you the steps how to generate a new address and print out a paper wallet yourself, and creates these beautiful looking Bitcoin paper wallets for you to store. If you want to make paper wallets 100% secure, you have to download a software that generates a paper wallet and have a printer that's completely offline to make sure nobody in the cyberspace will ever be able to get your Bitcoin. Next device is the hardware wallet. I recommend probably something like a Trezor. Super easy to use. ease of use AI, lots of backing, lot of trust in this specific one. If you've ever heard of Ledger, they've had a bit of issue recently, but that was, your Bitcoin's completely safe. It was just the data that got out, which could happen to any company. Next is the hot wallet I recommend. If you're looking for just an app on your phone or app on your computer, the Atomic wallet has been the best for me. You can purchase Bitcoin on and off of the hot wallet, and that is really the advantage of the hot wallet. It is online for you to trade in and out of super fast. You don't have to go find that specific cold wallet, plug it into a computer, do it. You usually have it on your phone or your computer, and you can make trades in and out really fast. If you do not want to hold your money yourself, the next place to hold your money is called a custodian. This custodian holds your Bitcoin for you in trust. If you're the type of person who would trust a bank with $10,000 more than yourself, you should look into custodial wallets. Now, if you're looking for top security, I'd recommend a company called Casa. They will actually split up your keys and your passwords all in different physical locations for a monthly fee. If you were looking for something very professional that's been backed by tons of investors and insurance, I would look at Gemini by the Winklevoss twins. I actually went through a demo with their specific people. If you're looking to invest with a local company here in Canada, that gives you up to 6% interest on your Bitcoin. Look no further than ledin.io. This is a Canadian-based custodian where you can store your Bitcoin, and stablecoin acts much like a bank account. Yes, I'm not crazy, and it's not a marketing ploy. You can earn 6% interest on your Bitcoin. That is paid out monthly. Now, the reason I would recommend Ledin for somebody who doesn't know where to put their Bitcoin is ease of use. Feels just like a bank. You log in with a email and a password, and you get access to the app anywhere in the world. You can deposit your Bitcoin into a Bitcoin savings account where you will get interest on your Bitcoin. They also have the ability to borrow against your Bitcoin or double your Bitcoin in a B2X loan. Another cool thing I really like about Ledin is they have a beneficiary, and I've never really seen this anywhere else in the crypto space, where you can set beneficiaries to your account if something were to happen to you. Your Bitcoin earnings are paid out monthly, and that's a great email to get every month that you just earned some interest on your Bitcoin. Now, custodians are not completely safe, and all the true Bitcoiners would hate me for saying put your money into a custodial exchange. Yes, it's true, but in order to get mass adoption, we're going to have to start trusting companies like this. Now, the reason I trust Ledin is they are backed by BitGo, which is one of the biggest companies out there. This is where they store their Bitcoin. That has insurance on it, and I really like one of their founders. He's always putting himself out there. He talks upfront and personal, and that brings trust to a company. If your founders, if your people are right in front, they are not going to scam you because everybody knows their face. I mean, at least that's the theory. Hopefully that answered a question of where you should store your Bitcoin, and you don't have to be Canadian to use any of these companies. You don't have to be from a certain country to use specific companies. That is the beauty of Bitcoin and decentralization. It gets rid of all those borders and all those regulations. If you don't want the responsibility of holding your own keys and think it's worth the risk to get a 6% interest per year, you can check out the link below to ledin.io. Thanks again.